It's rate good.
So that's Barnsworth. Strange place, I know, but they need what we're selling, see? Are you listening? Get going!
Thank goodness that's here. The video game that's not like any I've played this year. No, I can't do the accent. No, I tried to do something fun with like a Yorkshire thing, but I sound like I'm off the set of fucking Banshees of Inisherin. We're going back to the normal accent.
There goes that dream.
I like to broaden my variety of games throughout the year, but this is something special. Thank Goodness You're Here has proper grand humor and looks beautiful, but also it's got that strong Britishness about it. It's been a few weeks since the game released, but I finally got my hands on it and finally finished it as well, and I really still want to talk about this game even after it's been out for a few weeks, so that I can hopefully tell you now that Thank Goodness You're Here is really worth your time. Let's talk about it.
But if you just sit there, I'll let you know when he's ready. All right, love.
The story of Thank Goodness You're Here is short and simple, and something that I will do best not to spoil much of, as it is not only a comedy focused game, but it is also quite short, able to beat it in under 3 hours, but could be finished even quicker. I just liked exploring the world as much as I could. You play a little fella salesman with a lemon shaped head, assigned by your boss to head to a town named Barnsworth to meet the Lord Mayor to sell your, well, something. Not really sure, since soon after your arrival there, you're in the town exploring, waiting for your appointment with the Lord Mayor, providing help to the town with their needs, whether needing to be tugged out of a sewer drain, grabbing some fertilizer, or getting milk from a cow. You'll, get it when you're playing. But yes, in short, the game is mainly what the title is. Thank goodness you're here. Barnsworth needs your help throughout this lovely North London town, and overall, it's fantastic. But keep in mind, short game. The game is impressive though, in lots of ways, especially when you realize this was made by a 2-person team called Cole's Supper. I had a lot of fun with this game, and throughout I was having a good chuckle or laugh here and there. It was just a really fun game, and it has that sense of humor that I really love, where it's just kind of weird or kind of dark.
My beautiful baby boy. And bigger than I thought.
Father? Father?
That will be pretty much all that I show for the humor throughout the game, as I generally think people need to just enjoy it. As you know how you'll get reviews sometimes that spoil the entire plots as they review. Well, that's not me, baby. Unless of course all caps spoilers sign as I'm speaking. But overall, the game is so simple with its story, but it's so fun throughout. I had a damn good time trying to figure out what the next thing was going to be throughout the game, and then having a good laugh about whatever the hell they set up for the next part of the story. If I could relate it to anything when it comes to its type of humor, well of course I would relate it to being very British, but combines the type of humor from things like Don't Hug Me I'm Scared, Toast of London, and just old sitcoms from the British like Fawlty Towers or Are You Being Served? And that's about all I should say about the story without ruining it, hence why most of this video's gameplay will be of the character walking around and not of the jokes or cutscenes throughout. I really want people to enjoy the story of this game when they decide to finally pick it up. The gameplay is very basic to other games you've seen on this channel, but shouldn't be surprising as this game is published by the same publisher who did Untitled Goose Game. As you travel the town, your main ways of travel and gameplay are walking, jumping, and slapping. A lot of slapping. Not everything will be slapping to solve issues, but the XAB button for your controller will be used quite a lot throughout. There isn't much to this gameplay, but from how you interact with the world, it feels like more than just slapping around some Brits, especially in moments of not slapping in this game. The overall trip in Barnsworth involves slapping, traversal, and figuring out what people will need your help with. But it's surefire entertainment for people looking for something different that I was definitely needing after my 50th plus attempt on whatever fucking Elden Ring boss I'm up to in Erdtree. Honestly, I can't remember the name. I'm kind of on life support when fighting these bosses lately in that game, but not with this game. If anything, maybe I'm on pie support. Yeah, you only get that joke if you play the game. With the game's graphics and stability, I played on my PC throughout, but is available on console as well, including support for handheld PC gaming, which I would recommend. This is also available on Nintendo Switch, and when it comes to a road trip or travel game, this one is perfect for it, with it also being less than 1GB to install on PC, and being a bloody beautiful game with effort noticed throughout its fantastic town of characters and English buildings that, though I may not be from there, still gave me a sense of comfort and enjoyment throughout, probably from the fact that it's set in a small town mayhaps. I do enjoy me a small town, and I did grow up in a small town. Continuing on through the stability of this game though is great. We've already patched 1 of the game coming out recently, and then also just a game that won't need much for it. Unless of course you run the game on a potato of sorts maybe, but overall Thank Goodness You're Here is a very beautiful game inside and out.
Oh, thank goodness you're here.
In short, and I really mean short, Thank Goodness You're Here is worth the time. Unless your humor is pure brain rot from a TikTok or YouTube short algorithm, you'll more than likely have a good few laughs or chuckles throughout, whether you're from England or not from England, though I'm sure the Brits will enjoy this one a lot, especially from the north. Thank Goodness You're Here is a game I could recommend and I hope more people give a play. I've heard some critique online for its short length, but I really didn't mind it at all. So if you were enveloped in the world like I was of Thank Goodness You're Here, you'd want to not leave Barnsworth too quickly once you're there. And that was my thought/review of Thank Goodness You're Here. A short and fun time of a game that if you're looking for something different, definitely give it a shot, especially if you're a fan of actor Matt Berry who appears in this game, part of the town of Barnsworth. Again, thank you all so much for watching. I get that this is going to be probably a very short review on Thank Goodness You're Here, but as always, thank you so much for watching if you did. Be sure to leave a like, heck, even subscribe while you're at it to keep up to date, and as always, thank you for watching. It's appreciated.